Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Motherfucker. Well, it has to have turned out nice because I've got my shades on. I don't like recording with my shades on, to be honest, but it's very bright. How you doing? You all right? In this video, we're just going to do a quick morning briefing. Just do my acknowledgements. You know, people that have supported my channel and myself in the last 24 hours. Tell you what's coming up today. Live stream this evening, 6 o'clock UK time on here. I'd love you to come along. We'll just do about an hour or something like that. We usually do a bit longer, to be honest, but I think last night we did about an hour and 45 or something, but it was a good chat last night. So come along, please, come and see me. We'll do that tonight. What else have I got to tell you? We've got we've got some exclusives coming up today, because I know Indy, the infamous Indy, is going to drop some exclusive news this morning, and he dropped some exclusive news yesterday as well. So I know there's going to be at least 2 videos regarding him. Dave O.C. Cop as well, I believe, has dangled the carrot. You know, he's got some news coming up. Make sure you're following, because I've got something to tell you a little bit later. It's funny, because I've run a Liverpool website for almost 30 years. And whenever I got some exclusive information, I used to flap like fuck. I'm not going to sit there and say, I'll tell you tomorrow morning, or I'll tell you 6 hours from now. No, you're like, got to get this out quick before some other fucker does it. That's why I'm always suspicious of these fuckers. You know what I'm saying, guys? So we know we've got some exclusives coming. Put it this way, we've got a load of shit to deal with today, all right? So we'll deal with that. Spanish media still in Madrid talking about the defeat to Liverpool, nothing about Traitor Trent. Oh my days, I did a Traitor Trent video yesterday, and there's still people going on here. Honestly, you should have, I got a lot of abuse yesterday, guys. I got a lot of abuse yesterday. Normally on a Traitor Trent video you get one wet wipe, do you know, usually one, which ain't bad, is it? You know, but yesterday there was quite a few, to be honest, half a dozen at least. And I have to explain every time. Traitor Trent, the name of the series, it's a bit of fun. My viewers picked it. My viewers picked the name of the series, not me. I wanted to call it Trent Watch. All right, and then people were like, nah, fuck that. Listen, someone said, yeah, but you know what you're doing, you know it's provoking. But that's the whole point, innit? It's like, come on, you know, wind up the lefties, you know what I mean? Like the you know, the wet wipes and that, they get offended. The tree huggers, you know, the sandal wearing, you know, fucking candle burning tree huggers. Oh, you're offending me. Those sort of people. Do you know what I mean? I wonder, do these people ever go to a football game? Because do they go to a football game? Oh, they're singing "You're Shite" and "The Bastard in the Black" and all that. I'm offended. What is wrong with these people? It's a bit of banter. If you actually watch the Traitor Trent series, right, all you will see in that is me saying, hey, this is what's being said in Madrid. I've read positive stuff out about Trent, negative stuff about. It's not my opinions, it's what the media are saying. Why are these people so fucking thick? Why are they so thick? Do you know what I mean? And in every video, including the one yesterday, I made it perfectly clear. I'm not bothered whether he bombs or whether he succeeds, but I have an interest in him. And then people make comparisons. Well, why aren't you doing one for him, or why aren't you doing, a series for him? And it's like, well, this one was a little bit different. All right, this is a little bit different. We spoke about it for over a year on here before we knew what was happening. So people like me, there is some people like me, believe it or not, the grown-ups, the ones that aren't, really offended by anything, right, that are interested to see how he does. That includes people that want to see him succeed, right? So some people want him to bomb, some people want him to succeed. I genuinely want to see how he does at Real Madrid, because we spoke about it for a year and all I said was, well, I'm not sure it's the right move for him. So I want to see. And guess what? I'm in fucking Spain. So I have access to 4 Spanish football dailies that I read every day to look for anything to do with Liverpool. Speculation to do with Mark Gay, McAllister, FSG with a second club. So why am I going to be talking about a player out in fucking Saudi when I'm not in Saudi and don't have access to that? Why can't these people understand this? What is wrong with these people? Do you know what I mean? There's been, when Trent moved to Real Madrid, if you've watched that series, they have been relentless, the media, sticking a knife in. The amount of times I've gone, it's a bit fucking harsh, he's not done out wrong. What is it with these people? They surround us in society, guys. Fucking weirdos. Anyway, fuck him. Anyway, I couldn't give a fuck about a single Premier League footballer, La Liga footballer, Syria. I don't care. What's wrong with your feelings? Seriously. There's plenty of people out there that think he deserves every bit of criticism and being called a rat as much as, that's up to them. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people who want to see, well, what does it matter? If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Right, so, next, moving on. I just want to do some acknowledgements. That company, by the way, that owes me money, they've not got back to me. Oh, no, they don't owe me money, technically, because they did pay the invoice after I made that website live. You'd have to watch yesterday's video. I think it was called Blue Window Limited or something. They've not responded yet. So they did pay the bill, the money that they owed me for advertising, but only after my website about the issue went live, which ranks second when you search it on Google. And yesterday's video, now when you search Blue Windows Limited or whatever, it comes up in the search results. So yeah, it's doing what I wanted it to do, create awareness. They haven't responded yet. Do they owe me money? Technically no, because they've paid now after the website went live, after ignoring my emails and everything. But I did invest a lot of time, and I did buy a domain name and web hosting, my choice. But I think if they were a decent company that turn around and say, yeah, we didn't handle it very well, we know you had to do that, here's your $15, guys, you think I give a fuck about it? Right, but more importantly, we're sorry, right? And I'd be like, well, you better apologise to my daughter that you fucked around for weeks, right? So it's a principle thing, and to me it doesn't, I ain't bothered if they never reply at all, because that domain and that website will stay alive for eternity, well, until I die. In fact, I might put it in my will and say, please renew the web hosting forever. Right, so nothing on that front, guys. Those of you that watch my other YouTube channel, Duncan Oldham, the link's in the video description. I did a video on there for the Church of Dunk the other day, the congregation. I never heard anything back. Do you remember that topic we were talking about privately? I never heard anything back, okay? So that's that. Right, I want to do my acknowledgements. I would like to thank the following people for supporting me on this channel yesterday. Klopp's Cop 25 bought me a coffee. Now, just over there in the distance, you won't be able to see, even if I turn the camera around, you wouldn't see it. There's a little cafe that's part of these football facilities here, where I'm going to go and get a coffee after this. So I'd like to thank you, Klopp's Cop. I do go to the cafe every morning to review the Spanish football dailies. I take my rucksack with me, my laptop's in here, and I've been doing it for about a year. Now, I'm not one to bang on about mental health. You get them people that go, oh, talk to someone, right? I'm not taking piss, but there's some people that just need to get a fucking grip, right? If you genuinely, need help, support, I'm the first person that'll step up to help you, as will others in this community. But there are a lot of people in life that are like, my mental health, what's wrong? I missed the bus to work and I can't come. Them sort of people, right? Do you know what I mean? But I didn't realise how much, I've worked from home for almost 30 years. And in a typical week, I would only leave my house once a week, always copped up, forever, right? And in the last year, I think it's been about a year now, my peoples will know, I've lived here in Spain for 18 years, I think now. It was when Liverpool beat Barcelona at the new camp, the Bellamy Riza Golf Club incident. I went to that game and decided I want to live in Spain, and I've been here ever since, right? And even in all that time, I've never had the routine I have now. So now I go to the cafe in the morning, I have a couple of coffees, thanks to the people that support me on my channel, and I review the Spanish football dailies and look for things for you guys, and some, maybe not all of you are bothered about that, some are, and I think it's been good to me because it gets me out of the house. Do you know what I mean? And some people that work from home will understand that, but maybe you guys that go out to work and college, they're like, what are you on about? But honestly, before, I was leaving my house maybe once a week. You know what I mean? So now I get up in the morning, and it's more disciplined. When you're at home, you don't work as efficiently, you disturb, oh, what's that come up on Facebook? Do you know what I mean? So when I'm in the cafe, bam, 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 bam. So when I finish recording this, I'm going over there for a coffee and to do a bit more work. And look, I got €10, so I can get 5 coffees. Yay! Right. So I'd like to thank my people's Klopp's Cop. And not only did he buy me a coffee, he said, love you, bro. Yeah, I love you too. Thank you, man. When I drop that Euro millions, oh, you're going to be fucking so happy you bought me a coffee, because I'm going to turn up with a brand new BMW or Mercedes, or I'm going to pay your credit cards off or whatever, right? You'll be all right. I never forget people that are good with me, ever. Equally, I don't forget people that are bad with me either. Not vicious, you know, like, I'm passive, right? But what I mean by that is, if you've wronged me, or if I don't trust you because I know you've maybe said something or broke my trust somewhere along the line, I would never let you know that I knew that. I'd still go, hey Dave, you all right, mate? How you doing? Yeah? And in my head I'd think, fucking slimy, snaky fuck. Do you know what I mean, guys? Always look after people that are good with you. Always. And those that are bad, don't seek revenge. You've just learned. You've got the knowledge. Don't tell them, I know you fucking told my lass. Do you know what I mean? Don't do that. I know you were sniffing around my lass. No, don't tell them. Just know. As what was he called on Coronation Street years ago? Reg Oldsworth, was it? Knowledge is power. I'm fucking telling you, I had a t-shirt with him on it, said knowledge is power. Right, Klopp's Cop, my man. Rob Simpson as well. Thank you, Rob. I think Rob's done that a couple of times in the last few days. Thank you, Rob. He bought me a coffee too and he said, thanks. Lovely jubbly. Here's my man, Watty, channel member. Ha ha, squad. Nice one. He says, this is my second one dunk, meaning second super thanks. Deleted the first one as I was taking the piss, and it's probably not the right time. You know what I'm like, so you get two here, pal. LOL. I'll never know what he said. For what he's put something that he thought was funny, hasn't he? And then thought, oh no. But he knows me better than that. I'll laugh at anything. So it must have been. Well, I want to know what it is. Watty, I need to know. I love Watty. I met Watty at the Cop Talk get together last December. Oh man, I could have spoke to that man forever. What a fucking sound guy he is. Mint. Thank you, Watty. Yeah, what we're going to call that, we can call it 2.5 coffees, or we can call it a Magnus, but I don't really drink cider these days. I might need to put that right, because I don't like lager, really. Right, okay, moving on. Mark the Legend. What a legend he is as well. Also a channel member. Fuck me, yeah. I've got some peoples, innit? Aren't they great? They don't join my channel for exclusive content. They join my channel because they want to walk with me. They want to support me. See, I'm getting my words mixed up because I'm getting emotional. They want to walk with me, you know, all the time, through the good and the bad, through the transfer windows, and then not through the transfer windows like now. I know who my peoples are. Yeah, don't you be giving me that shit. Oh, you know, things are tight, don't I? Got to feed the kids. Fuck the kids. What about me? You can see I'm short of a meal. All right. So, Mark the Legend, thank you, man. And that's it. That's it on coptalk.tv. We're going to check the other channel, which is just the Duncan Oldham channel, which is... I like to do little things on like behind-the-scenes stuff, and I'm a bit more personal on there, and you guys come over there. That's where my diehards are, really, over there. But I genuinely don't think there's anything on there. Let's have a look. Super thanks. Boom! Nothing for 6 days. They don't love me anymore. Oh, it's just popped up on my phone. Esther Viennes, 97 millones. Oh, you know what that means? 97 millions on jackpot, Euro millions. Right, we'll have a go at that. They'll be wishing they bought me a fucking coffee, I'm telling you. All right, guys. I'm in a great mood today, mate. Right, so they're my super chats. Now, there's also something called super... No, they're super thanks. There's something called super chats. That's the live streams, right? So we're going to do that. So this is people that joined my live stream last night and supported me on there. It's the same sort of thing. Clive Mitchell, DKB, hooray. Because he always has the cap, the DKB. Jen, Mother Cop Talk. Hang on a minute. Ta-da! We love Jen. Jen's been around these parts fucking years. She's been here longer than me. John Conway and Nicholas as well. These are my people. It's always the same people that support me, you know. They're amazing people. Yeah, they're just amazing people. And I'm telling you guys, if it wasn't for these names that I'm reading out to you, I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to survive and on YouTube views alone or whatever, because I don't get love. I don't clickbait. I don't do that. I don't make videos about fuck all, you know. And I'm an old man who wants to watch me, you know what I'm saying? Only the intelligent people want to watch me, and a few girls. Usually ex-girlfriends watch me. Yeah, they're the ones that thumbs down my videos. It's got to be a bitch, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Either a soft bitch, you know, like someone that says I don't like him, or an ex-girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I don't have many ex-girlfriends, to be honest. I don't. I didn't like that dating period. When I split up with Mrs, I went on that, did all that Tinder and Bumble and Facebook. Oh, fuck me. Guys, listen to me. If you're in a relationship with a bird, right, and you're in your 20s or something like that, and you're thinking, oh, it's getting a bit boring, she's getting on me fucking... Don't. Stay with her, man, if she's all right. Seriously, make it work. It's the biggest fucking regret of my life. Honest. Because then when they get older, they've got all the baggage. They're all damaged. They might have been, abused, either mentally or physically, So they'll say something to you and you're like, well, I have never treated you like that because they're damaged, They've got kids, they've got a crazy ex-boyfriend or someone that's going to be coming round to your house forever to pick them kids up, you know what I'm saying? And you know what happens on Sundays? When he goes round to see, his kids on a Sunday, I've been there, I know. It's not just the kids you're taking care of when you go around on a Sunday, I'm just saying, right? Don't, guys. If you keep your relationships going, if you can, right? They say, some people think the grass is, always greener. Well, it fucking isn't. Take it from a man that knows. Right, anyway, although, if you don't make mistakes, you don't get to, move on to meet new people. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so they're my things. Right, there, one came in on PayPal this morning, which put a smile on my face, because this came in at 3:12 a.m. local time, and I saw it during the night, and it just made me smile. It made me smile. It did. I couldn't see. I was like this, looking at my phone, and it came through PayPal, and it said, "Have a pint on me. Keep up the TT videos, dunk, Deb." Ah, how nice is that? Thank you, Deb. Thank you, man. My peoples are amazing. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate you. Right, okay, moving on. I've not just forgot you, Deb. Just because I said moving on, don't think that's it. You'll forever be in my mind. Right, let's move on. Right, the last one is Revolut, okay? Revolut's my Revolut's my favourite one because it's kind of like, like the love art under the videos. Oh, that's like, that comes in on the 23rd, 24th of every month, right? YouTube take 30%, which is understandable. They're providing the platform, right? And that's what pays my bills, to be honest with you. All the bills to do with Cop Talk and for me to exist, electricity, things like that, internet, right? And so when you click on the love art, you are enabling this to continue, all right? Those that don't, if I ever disappear, they'll be the ones that go, oh, Dunk's gone, man. Maybe I should, do you know what I mean? All right, so the love art under my videos is so important, and it does not give me any fucking, it doesn't, all it does, guys, is enables me to get by. I don't want to be, what's the word? I don't think about profits or anything like that. That's not me. Anyone that's followed me for years knows that. I just want to survive. That's it. And I wear my heart on my sleeve, right? Last month's revenue, October, that I get on the 23rd, 24th of November will not cover my bills, right? And that's just to do with my tax contributions, autonomo, which is what you're going to pay to be self-employed here, accountant, web hosting and everything. It is not going to pay. So I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I've got to come up with solutions, which is why I was so angry with that company that owed me 300 quid, right? Because 300 quid is exactly the amount of money that you pay here to be self-employed every month. You have to pay that to the government, right? So it makes a difference. So when you do use the super thanks thing, you are enabling me to exist. That's it. And November 23rd, 24th, it's not there because the revenue plummeted in October. We had a terrible month. Liverpool got beat by the Manx. We had the international break. We've got another international break coming up, which is going to make December bad. It's just a fact, guys. In August, the revenue was amazing. In September, it was like, whoa! But then this, all right? So those of you that do support me, that's why I do these acknowledgements, to say thank you. I can assure you, if every month was like August, what I got in September, my life would be amazing. Do you know what I mean? It would. But it's the way of the world, and that's it. So these super thanks, the love heart, the super chats on a live stream, they make it possible, all right? Although maybe not from November 23rd, I don't know. We'll have to worry about that. You'll see at the end of the month what I'll do. I tell you. I'm very honest. The Revolut one, I have 3 links in my video description: PayPal that Deb used there, Monzo and Revolut, and they're instant. They come through like that. There's no deductions, right? You don't lose 30%, for example, to PayPal, and you don't have to wait till the following month. And the Revolut one in particular, my peoples know this. That's my beer kitty. It's my beer kitty. So when everything's going fucking wrong, and you're like, oh, what am I going to do on the 23rd of November? At least if Revolut's topped up, you can go for a drink and think, fuck it, I'll worry about it tomorrow. And my mum, God bless her, I miss you, Mum. I love you, and I miss you so much. I know my mum would be saying, fuck it, son, don't worry about it. Get yourself out on Saturday, have a beer. You'll be all right. You know why you'll be all right? Because you're my boy, and you'll work it out. And she's right, I will. But Saturday is my one day out a week. I have a lot of friends here that go out. I'm meeting a lad this morning. We're going to golf this morning. I'm not supposed to go to golf this morning. It's only driving range. I won't even do anything hardly. I weren't going to go, to be honest with you, for these reasons that I'm talking about, because I thought, no, I really need to be home and I need to be working, right? But then I was like, no, I'm going to go and see my friends. It's good for you. And one of my mates that's going today, he goes out every day, and there's always someone out, so you could go out every day if you wanted to, but I don't. I just like my one day out on a Saturday, and my peoples that top up my Revolut, get yourself a pint, and I can't explain to you how amazing that makes me feel, because it's like I work all week, I do my best all week, try and inform and make people have a laugh and that as well at the same time, try and help people basically. A lot of people message me and say that my videos help them in their mind and life, and it's a lovely feeling. And then on a Saturday I can go, fucking hell, that's it, I can go and get a beer. And my peoples do that. And do you know why I say the Revolut is such a good thing? Because Revolut pops up on my phone, it'll say, Niall, he's like my boy now, right? He's already messaged me this morning. It'll say, Niall's set you a couple of beers, don't get a couple of beers for Saturday. Like literally Sunday, Monday morning after the Saturday gone, Niall will be there going, we're setting the kitty off for next weekend. And through the week, people do that, and then on a Saturday I can go, do you know what, I'm going to get a drink. And it's virtual, so it pops up on your phone, you can pay with your phone, contactless, and it's like you're not doing anything wrong. And what I mean by that is, if that money was in your bank, and you're thinking, fuck me, how am I going to pay that tax on the 20th or 25th or whatever, you're taking money from, you know what I mean? And it's psychological, it's actually, shouldn't be doing that. Whereas this is like, it's not gone in the bank, it's there, get a beer, worry about it later. You know what I mean, guys? So I do appreciate those of you that top up my alcoholism. I'm not an alcoholic, fucking hell. I can drink like a fish, like. I did say that to someone recently, and someone said fish don't drink. So I felt a bit stupid. But no. Anyway, so Niall, I need to thank Niall, as always. He doesn't just top me up. On Revolut, there's a messaging system if you've got a Revolut account, and it's a really good way to stay in touch with people. And me and Niall, we speak all day, every day, honestly, multiple times every day. And Niall's such a good friend. Niall got these for this channel. He got these, so that tells you everything you need to know about Niall. Okay, thank you. Yesterday, Carl, my man Carl, man. Get the beers in, mate. It's that time again. He does it every week. Get a beer, dunk. See what I mean about my peoples? They're fucking amazing. It's just amazing. So there's them two, right? And just like you have to fiddle around a little bit with it to make sure you're not missing anyone out. One moment, please. I gotta go. I know there's something else, so we've got to go to this one. Ruby. This has come from Ruby. He'll never sell ice creams going that fast. This is from Ruby, and Ruby is not very good with technology, so this is a big deal for Ruby to be able to do this. Look, I'm not the only one on the Costas on the run, all right? That's what my haters used to say. He's moving to Spain because he's on the run. And I used to go back to England and take pictures of myself outside police stations because they said I could never go back. Them fucking dibs. Said I could never go back to England. Sorry, can you hear it echoing? Anyway, Ruby. Thank you, Ruby. Ruby said, and this came in this morning, a couple of pints basically. Don't ever think you're not appreciated by so many, Ruby. That's so nice. And like I say, I know that Ruby isn't very tech-minded. So it's difficult for Ruby to do that. So thank you, Ruby, I appreciate you. Also, Howard as well. Again, a couple of pints. You know, and when I say pints, I'm talking like Magners. You know, like I'm not talking like a cheap little fucking thing. Like, you know, just if I wanted Magners, ironically, I'm not drinking Magners at the moment. But these are my peoples. Like, they're amazing. Howard, weekend beer, and then a beer emoji smashing together. See what I mean? God, it must grind people that don't like me. And I think, guys, I'm up to date. Now, if I have missed you out anywhere, because sometimes it does happen, please let me know. It's imperative that you let me know. So, based on that, it looks like I will be having a few sherbets on Saturday. I live in another town, you know, all the action's down in Benny. So I like to, you know, I come down, and obviously you've got to get a taxi back, or you've got to get last bus, which would be probably about 10 or something like that. But I don't know. Do you know what? In terms of drinking, I don't really enjoy what I'm drinking at the moment. I haven't for a long time. For me, it's a social thing, you know, spending time with your friends, whether you're watching football or, you know, even if my mates' team's playing, you know, I like to get behind them and that. But I think it's good to be doing stuff. And like I say, I've gone from being in a house for decades, right, quite isolated really, to being out nearly every day. So Monday I tend to go and play paddle now. I haven't been this week. Tuesday's my Spanish lesson. Wednesday I come down here on a Wednesday to watch the boys play football, my friends. Thursday is Spanish. Friday today is golf, just on the driving range. Just again, it's the lads from the supporters club here for my local team, CF Benidorm. Look up CF Benidorm Talk on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube. Please follow, please, because the club know that what I do with Cop Talk, and they think it's amazing that Liverpool fans are showing interest in this club here. It's the club owned by David Villa. I'm very close to the club, the people that run the club, the football supporters, the Spanish group, the British group. Yeah, I get on with everyone, mate. And yesterday I did an interview with the opposition manager. People don't do that in this place, you know, like this league. And there's so many fans that don't know anything about this team. They've followed this team for years but don't know who the players are or anything. And I've been working with the club to improve that. Like, they've implemented ideas, you know, like, listen, you haven't got the players on, like a squad page on your website. Not a big deal for the Spanish, but the Brits need this. Brits like to know who that number is, you know what I mean? Like, we give them nicknames, you know, and stuff like that. Or they'll just say, oh, number 22, and I'm like, that's Cuesta. You know, he's a great player, centre-back, yeah? So, trying to help people. And I reached out to the opposition club that are coming here on Sunday for the game, which is 11:30 in the morning, and said, could I send some questions for you? And he did. I sent 5 questions. He answered 4. The only question he didn't answer was there any, you know, like kids that have come through your youth academy, you know, that have come into the first team this year? And he didn't answer that question. I just wondered, why do you think that was? I've got my thoughts. What do you think? Why do you think he didn't answer that question? Did he not want to single anybody out? Did he not want to give the opposition some clues? What do you reckon? Now, my team are first, this team are third, and they're the only 2 teams in the division that are unbeaten after about 8 games, I think it's 8, I'm not sure, to be honest, and there's 2 points between us, so I'm really looking forward to it. And it's been played at, this is another thing, the game would possibly normally have been 12 o'clock on Sunday, but it's 11:30, and people at the last game were going, why, you know, the other day were saying, Why is it 11:30? What does that 30 minutes difference make? Why 11:30? So I said, I will find out. So I spoke to one of the main men at the club, and they said because of the fiestas here, the celebrations. So they have the Benidorm fiestas here, right? Starting this weekend, I think. And that's when, if you Google fancy dress Benidorm and look at images, right, you'll see every year there's the Spanish have their fiestas, right? Every town does that, right? And it's like a week of celebrations or whatever. And then on the last day, the British have bolted on this fancy dress day. It's the largest fancy dress in Europe, right? It's thousands. I've got friends coming from England to take part in it, right? And so this weekend they let off these fireworks. There's like a big display, right? Very, very noisy thing, which is a big Valencian tradition. And that's going to take place at 2:00 on Sunday afternoon. So the thinking is that half an hour earlier means people can come to the football and then go and take part in a huge local tradition, you know. And that's why, you know. So I'm improving the communication between the club, the fans. I'm helping people. I probably spend a couple of hours on it every day helping people because they ask questions. You know, where's the stadium? How do I get there? What bus do I get? Do I get a taxi? Who can get tickets? Blah, 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 stuff like that. I love helping people. That's how Cop Talk started. It really is. And it was exactly the same. And let me explain this to you. You might find this difficult to understand, right? But I'm not patronising you. Just hear me out. If you go online, you can find information about Liverpool like that, can't you? Right? Twitter or X, Facebook, Instagram, fucking TikTok, websites, YouTube, social media, everything, right? Back in the 1990s when I started Cop Talk, none of those things existed. Not one. No Google, no Facebook, no X, nothing. No YouTube, nothing. None of it existed, guys. And Liverpool supporters, even outside Liverpool, so not just on the other side of the world, couldn't find information about Liverpool Football Club. Well, guess who put that right? I was there at the start, right? The first person ever, website ever, however you want to call it, to do reserves coverage. I used to go to Melwood and take pictures. And remember, back then, we didn't have these cameras where you could take a picture and put it online. You had to take a picture, 36 maybe, 24, 36, take them to Boots, get the developing, and then scan every single fucking photograph into a flatbed scanner and scan it in. And you couldn't just click a button and put it online like with WordPress. So you then had to edit all the stuff. I fucking did the lots. You know, on a Sunday, you know all them newspapers, like if there was a newspaper 2-page interview, Kenny Dalglish, you can read that online because you go to the website of that newspaper. Well, back in the day, you couldn't do that. Do you know what I used to do? Type up the fucking lot, word by word. I did it. I loved entertaining and informing Liverpool fans, and that's what I did around the world. It was a mailing list. I used to send out emails, and then it became the website. Everyone's there today. They don't need me today. There's no value there, but they don't know how important I fucking am. That was right. You know what I'm saying? First one. That's why I'm sat in Spain enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? It was good, and I'm doing that with this now because it's on a slightly smaller scale, admittedly, but just like Cop Talk. When I started Cop Talk, it was a hobby. No, I didn't start Cop Talk to earn money. Did I? Fuck. I soon realised I had to earn money though to pay for it all. And that's fair, innit? You know? So with this, I don't make any money. I'll never make any money from it. It was just a few hundred fans or something like that. I don't know. But people now at the games, they come up to me and speak to me, the Spanish, the English. Oh, you'll know, what's happening with, and I'll tell them. You know, I know a lot of players that are carrying injuries at the moment, but I haven't made that aware. But I've got the knowledge, you see, because I know the right people. And the manager messaged me last night. You know, the president gave me a top for my birthday. Just it's that nice little family thing. When I go to the game, they come and talk to me. You're helping people. There's no better feeling in life than helping people. You can sit around all day. I wish someone had helped me. There's people out there. Get off your fucking ass and do something. Do you know what I mean? I have this lass on Facebook, right? Every fucking day she needs someone to do something for her. She can't do it her fucking self. You know, oh, my life's a mess. Right, I'm really sorry about that. You know what I mean? But I've learned in life that nobody's going to come along and fix my problems unless I want a drink on a Saturday. But you know what I mean? Sometimes you've got to do it. You've got to. This finger's not going to come out of the sky and go, "It's you." Remember that National Lottery advert? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, you got to do something for yourself, man. You know. It's lovely here. I like it here. This is my nice little place. I might make more videos here. Yeah. And I'm sat on this bench. I've lifted the bench right from the edge of the pitch, right, to put it in front of the goal so that it looked good for you guys. See? I know what I'm doing. Fuck off, fly. I hate flies. Right, that's it. I'm done. So it's 20 past. Right, I'm gonna go, guys. All right. I don't know when this video will go online because there's no Wi-Fi here and it takes forever to upload. But yeah, listen. I hope you enjoyed this video. There's a serious reason for the morning briefings, and that is to thank the people that support me. And you might not be in a position to buy me a beer or to click on the love heart to support the channel, or even be a channel member, right? But you can leave a comment. That's supporting the channel. That is a currency in itself. Dave, my AI, told me that. This is, a comment is currency. If you watch this video and don't comment, you're shafting my channel. It's true. I mean, if you don't want the channel to succeed or you don't like me, then keep doing that. But if you're someone that goes, well, I do like Dunk's vids, I mean, even if you're a hater, you're still watching me, right? Then you've got to comment. Even if it's just, hey, have a great day, Dunk, or thanks, man, catch you in a bit, or what do you think about this? You know what I mean? Because YouTube looks for interaction from existing subscribers. If your existing subscribers are not watching, not commenting, not liking, they go, well, who else wants to watch that? So they don't push it. So even if you can't be asked to watch my videos, just hit play and go to the bathroom for a shite or something. You know what I mean? You won't miss much. It's true. It's really true. And tens of thousands of people watch my videos, but not many take the time to comment. It says a lot about them, doesn't it? You know what I mean? There's people that are driving, there's people on consoles that can't do that. I get that. I'm talking about people that never comment. Sometimes people drop in and say, sorry, I haven't been around Dunk, man. I've had all sorts going, and I'm so grateful to see them and make sure they're all right. You know what I mean, guys? I love what I do. If you can't see the enthusiasm and the sincerity and the passion in that, you'll never understand. You'll never understand. So I'm just sat in the middle of a football pitch, you know what I mean? Talking to you guys because I consider you my friends. I do. And I'd be lost without you guys. I would. I'd be fucking homeless, number one. I might still be come fucking end of the month. But it's true. And I don't think there's many genuine, authentic people out there, guys. When they're gone, they're gone. Support the good guys. Don't support the clickbaiting fucking morons that, only respond to you if if you're a member or you're buying a super chat or something. I respond to every motherfucker. I do. I can't respond to every single comment, but you'll see that I acknowledge them. And if someone's asking me a question, I'll come back and answer it. I just, it's not just existing and getting by in life. You guys have been there for me, through my mum's death, which was a very traumatic period in my life. It wasn't just a fucking death, you know what I mean? It was really fucking traumatic what we went through. And you guys helped me through that. You did. You helped me through it. And the last few years have been up and down for me, on a personal level, but you're all great friends. Well, I'm not going to say all, but those of you that comment and take the time, you ask me how Rob's doing, how Charlotte's doing, how Harry's doing. Even Charlotte's partner, Jake, when he had stage 4 cancer, was it? A few years ago. You care and you never walk alone. It's true, and I've got those people and I'm so lucky. And I'm sat here in the middle of a football pitch talking to a camera. People around here in these apartments are probably wondering what the fuck's going on. But you help me. You do. I know you can't answer right now, but I feel like someone's listening. And I'm very grateful for that, all right? So, live stream on here tonight at 6. Hopefully I will see you then. I'm going to go and see my friends. I honestly think I'm probably not going to have time for a coffee here. I've got a friend coming down here. You see, there's a lad that I met here recently through the Football Supporters Club, right? I've seen him at one game. And I bumped into him in the street the other week, and he came up to me and went, Duncan. I was like, oh, fucking, I'll lose this. But then I thought, oh, it's just going to be a cop talk person, because I get that all the time in the resort, especially on a Saturday night. And he went, oh, you're from the support? So yeah. And how do I get to a game? So we got him to a game the other week. And then the lads play football here on a Wednesday, and he said, can I come down? So I said, yeah, get yourself down. You know, so he came down, and we sat over there and watched the football together, me and this lad. And I'm going to see my friends this morning on a Friday at the driving range. And I dropped him a WhatsApp this morning, because he told me the other day, he said, I don't really have any friends here. You know, he splits his time between another country and here. And he's here with his girlfriend and that. But he said, I don't really know anyone here. And he don't really trust anyone either, which is understandable. I won't go into that, but he's a really, really nice guy. And I've made him feel very welcome. You know, and I messaged him this morning. I thought, I wonder if he'd like to go to golf. So that's why I'm down here. Right, so I messaged him and said, oh, we're going to the golf this morning. You're more than welcome if you'd like to come. I said, you can get in a taxi. It's very easy. I'll see you there, kind of thing. I said, I could pick you up. I said, but I live local to the course. So I'm not down here. Anyway, it'd be really helpful if you could pick me up. So I've come down here, and that's why I'm recording the video here, because I'm doing my bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I'm going to pick him up. He said to me, he went, pick us up. If you could pick me up, I'll get all your beer. You know, and I'm like, no, I'm not drinking anyway. And I don't do that. I don't want anything from you. I'm just happy to help you. So I'm looking forward to him coming, and he'll mingle with a few more people, football people. He's a Sheffield Wednesday fan. And, you know, it'd be nice for him, I think. So he should be here soon. I said, oh, well, because we came to the football here the other day, I said, come down here. You know, obviously, he lives in one of these buildings around here somewhere. So I said, I'll meet you down there. And that's why I'm sat here. All right. So I've got to go. If you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up the video. If you need to thumbs it down, you've got to do your thing. But it's still the same as a thumbs up. It's one view and one engagement. So you're still helping. So I appreciate that. The only way of not helping the channel is by not commenting and not interacting. Although you're still watching, so it's one view. There's a super thanks under the video. It's a love heart. It goes a long way to helping me. And things ain't great right now. And I always give a shout out to people, obviously, as you've just seen in my morning briefings. There's a Revolut link in the video. There's 3 links in the video. The Revolut one's like, do you know what, Dunk? I've enjoyed that morning briefing. Get yourself a pint on weekend, mate. All right, nice one. Hey, God loves a trier. All right. Right, I'll see you in a bit, guys. You take care. Love you. And we'll speak at 6 o'clock tonight. All being well. All right.